You too. What it do? It's your boy, it's Real Rod, back with another video. And I'm here to let y'all know something. See, narcissistic individuals, you have to understand something. They not here to help you. They are here simply to destroy. They are here to destroy everybody and everything in their path. They simply are here to destroy you. In a way they try to destroy you is to try to stop you from your resources. They suck you dry. Not only do they suck you dry of your energy, they want to suck you out of your resources because you got to understand something. You have to understand how these people work to outsmart them, to beat them. You got to understand how they think. They want to stop you from escaping them, meaning if you have a job, if you have money, if you still living under the roof of a narcissistic individual, meaning if you ain't got enough money to get from under the roof of your narcissistic parents, if you in a relationship with a narcissist and you're trying to get out, you got to understand something. They are here to abuse you. They are here to leave you high and dry. They don't want you to leave. They are not going to want you to leave. So guess what they're going to do? They're going to stop you and suck you dry of all of your resources, meaning whatever you got going on in your life, they going to want a piece of it. So if you're trying to escape a narcissistic situation and if you got a job and you still under their roof, they going to want your money. They're going to want all your money. You have to understand something. These people watch your pockets. Your pockets isn't your pockets when you're under the roof or when you staying with a narcissist. No, your money is also their money because that's how they look at it. You got to understand how these people think. Your resources are their resources. So if you got a good job, they're going to suck you dry of that. They're going to suck you financially. They're going to take all of your finances away from you. So because if they take all if they destroy you financially, how can you escape them? If you don't have no money to venture out on your own, if you don't have no money to buy you a new car so that you can leave these people, if you don't have the money to escape, you're still going to be under their roof. That's a way they manipulate you in order to keep you around and suck you out of your resources because they don't want you to leave, because they realize if you leave, once you escape them, and once you decide that you're not going to look back, they are going to lose everything because you was that resource for them. They wanted your energy. They wanted your resources. So when you don't give that to them, once you leave, once you escape, they lose everything. Because you was the blessing. You was fulfilling their needs, and fulfilling their needs, you was giving them your energy. You was giving them your time. They need your time. They need your energy. That's what makes them feel alive. That's what makes them feel complete, is by sucking you dry of your energy. So that in order for them to keep on doing this, they have to create a constant cycle of codependency, meaning they got to suck you dry from your resources. If you have a car, if you don't have a car, you want to know what they going to do? They going to let you use their car. But guess what? The moment that you get out of line, they going to take them car keys away from you. They going to take them car keys away from you. You got a job and you got money. Let me tell you something. Once they know that you got money, you have to understand something. They're going to calculate how much money you make. They're going to figure out, they're going to question you and ask you about your work schedule. Meaning, if you work 25 hours, if you work 30 hours a week, they want to know the hours in which you work a week so they can calculate how much money they can take from you. You have to be clever in the way you move. You have to, because they move strategic. Narcissistic individuals move strategic. But once you outthink them, you got them beat. They're gonna ask. This the thing. You can have. This the thing. You can have. You can literally have $50 in your bank account. Let me tell you something. If they want some money, they're gonna force you to give it to them. You can that $50 that you got in your bank account. They guess how much they gonna want from. They gonna want 30. What's 5 plus 3 exactly? Look, what's 50 minus 30? You only gonna be left with $20. You only gonna be left with $20. They gonna want it all. They gonna want it all. That's why you have to be smart about what you do. You have to move strategic, because if you want to escape, you got to plan your escape. You got to have an escape plan, because that's the only way you're going to get from under the roof of these money-hungry leeches. They are after everything. Not only do they want your energy, not only do they want your soul, not only do they want your time, they want your resources also, because once you are financially stable, once you become independent, they can no longer control you, and they can't control anything. They can't control anything that's outside of their control, because you are in control. But in order for them to control you, to make it seem like they control you, they're going to have to suck you dry from your resources, meaning money, transportation, yes, jobs. If you have a job, and this thing, if you don't have a car, you ask them to take you to work, they're going to purposely have you late, because if they know for a fact, if you are late, that's a possibility. If you are late, you can get written up at your job, or you can possibly get fired for being too late. They're going to try to pretend like they didn't deliberately have you late on purpose, but they had you late on purpose. They don't want you to have that job. They don't want you to succeed, because when you succeed, you take your power back. They cannot have that. They want you to be codependent on them for the rest of your life. That's why you have to be smart and plan your escape. They want your money. This is not only do they want your soul, they want everything that comes with you. They feel like they own you, but they don't. You have to plan your escape. You have to plan your escape. That's going to be the only way you get from under the roof of these people. You got to already be 20 steps ahead, not 10 steps, 20 steps. So once you leave, you going to know. Look, once you leave, you ain't going to look back. It's no looking back once you leave, because you already going to have the finances in order to cover all of your expenses. You already going to have the money for that apartment. You already going to have the money for that car. It might take some time, but you got to plan. You have to move. You have to understand. You have to play these people game in order to defeat them. But we not playing their game the same way. This the thing. You got to play the game, but don't play it by their rules. You got to play it by your rules, because you got to understand something. We seeking peace. We got to do what we got to do so that we can seek peace. We got a purpose. We have to, if we tell these people, you have to understand something. If you keep giving these people what they want, they're going to suck you dry. You're not going to have anything left, because you keep giving them, you keep giving them what they want. You keep giving them money. You keep giving them information about yourself. You got to learn when they ask you questions, when narcissistic individuals ask you questions, you have to be psychologically and mentally smart in order to dodge those questions. If you know you make $20 an hour, and if they ask you, if a narcissistic person asks you, hey, look, if your mother asks you, or if your narcissistic father, or if your spouse asks you, how much are you making at that new job? And if you making $20 an hour, you know what you got to do? Oh, I'm just making $12. Oh, I'm just making $12. But you really making $20. But you cannot allow them to know that, because you got to create that. You got to play it by the rules. You got to throw them off track. You got to use a decoy in order to throw them off track. They going to be thinking you make $12, but you really making 20. I'm putting y'all on game. This is how you escape these people. If you want peace, you're going to have to end up playing the game above the shoulders. It's called playing the game. It's called the art of war. We not doing it for the wicked intentions of why they doing it. They're trying to destroy. We trying to heal. Do you want, this is the thing, do you want to be destroyed or do you want peace? If you want peace, you got to plan your escape and you have to play the game above the shoulders. You have to be 30 steps ahead of them because they not smart. They not smart. They only listen to what you tell them. Yeah, they not smart at all. They just move strategic. But this the thing, because they move strategic, they're easily predictable. We are unpredictable. You got to be unpredictable because this the thing, we can predict their moves, but they cannot predict our move not 1 second because we are unpredictable. That's the power that we righteous individuals have over them. That's the power that God gave us. God know our intentions of why we doing this. Y'all got to plan y'all escape and be smart. Yeah, you got to. You not doing nothing wrong. You just trying to get up out of there. And you got to pray. You got to stay prayed up. Because guess what? You can't do this by yourself. You need God. Only God can get you out of this situation. Only the Most High Creator can get you out of this situation. Stay blessed.